Strongest Man on Earth, Smo, is coming up next weekend and I'm here to give you my prediction. First off, we will start about introducing the athletes, talk about the events, and then I'll go through each event, give you my prediction, and then look at the overall. From United States, we have Lucas Hatton. Also from the States, Trey Mitchell. And again, from United States of America, Austin Andrade. Tom Stoltman from Scotland, Maxime Boudreau from Canada, Josh Spurgeon from USA, Evan Singleton from the States, Bobby Thompson from the States, Wesley Dervinsky from Canada, Thomas Evans from the States, Andre Foytu from Czech Republic, Eddie Williams all the way from Australia, Shane Flowers from England, Bryce Johnson, United States, Tristan Holt from Canada, and Nick Gardione from the States. So total of 16 athletes from 6 different countries, where 9 of them are from the United States of America. Smo, probably the toughest competition in the world of strongman, consists of 8 events, 4 events on Saturday and another 4 events on Sunday. The first event of the competition is supposed to be max log lift. The athletes will be able to choose their own weights. I believe they have three attempts and they can choose, they can choose whatever they want. It's not fixed jumps. So the first event, max log lift. The second event will be keg toss for max weight for a change. It's supposed to be over 15 feet, which is like 4.57 meters. Starting off at 60 pounds, which is like 27 kilos, and they will go up 5 pounds each jump. Brian Shaw said they have kegs loaded up to 90 pounds, and if there's still more than one athlete to go, they will just add more weights on the spot. So looking forward to this one and see what they're capable of lifting for max weight. I believe last time they had max weight at about the same height was at the Arnolds, and Brian Shaw and Hafthor Bjørnsen were lifting around, I think 9,500 pound mark, which is like 45 kilos. Kegs is a little different, so it will be very interesting to see what can be lifted here on Smo on day 1. The third event will be frame carry into arm over arm hoist. Heavy into heavy. I don't know the weights, I don't know the distances, but it will be something like we've seen before. Last year we saw, was it the wheelbarrow into arm over arm, and if I'm not mistaken, like it was like no one finishing, or just Hafthor finishing. It was a very tough one. And before we also seen the hoist, which will be used this year. Anyway, heavy frame into arm over arm hoist. The last event of day 1 will be the Atlas Stone for max, the same as the one we saw last year. This year we'll most likely see better result because, you know, the world's best stone lifter Tom Stoltman even zeroed this event last year. The athletes will probably have 90 seconds and there will be 4 different stones to choose from. 204 kilos, 227 kilos, 249 kilos and 272 kilos, ranging from 445 pounds all the way up to 600 pounds. And of course, one repetition at say 227 kilos will beat any amount of repetitions at 204. So this will be up to the athletes what stones they choose to go from. I believe this year we will see a lot more athletes going directly for the easier stone and then build from there and not go to a heavy one and fail. So that's for day 1. Day 2 we have first event trap bar deadlift. 12 inches is supposedly the height. Normal deadlift is from 9 inches, so this is 3 inches taller or 7.5 centimeters higher than normal deadlift height, which it should be with side handles in my opinion. I still think it will be lower than a normal like car deadlift with side handles. So yeah, I don't think we'll see that heavy weights. No suits. Not sure about the starting weights, but yeah, most likely it will be between 350 kilos, 420 kilos, not sure. But we'll come back to this one in the prediction. The second event for day 2 is the safe carry, or I would call it a yoke medley. I think they're supposedly to start on 550 kilos, walk with it for 6 meters. I don't think it's a timed event. It's just that you have to finish the 550 for 6 meters to advance to the next weight. And the next weight will be 650 kilos. I believe it will be rounds. So everyone tries 550, and if they advance, they'll go to 650. If you don't advance, I think they will measure the distance on the 550. So the second and last yoke will be 650 kilos, about 1450 pounds. At this time, they haven't weighed them exactly, but yeah, first weight 1100 pounds and the next one about 450 pounds, 6 meters each, I believe. And at the 650 kilos, they will time it, and that will decide the winner of the event. Second to last event of the competition will be the chest press with the barrels, which we've seen before 2 years ago. All kegs, to lift all kegs, I believe that will be 8 repetitions, and then it's rep away on the last keg. The starting weight, the first lift, is supposed to be about 160 kilos, 350 pounds in hands, so pretty light for those athletes. And the last weight will be about 550 pounds, 250 kilos. And that, I mean, 250 kilos as rep number 8 is pretty heavy, so we won't see that many athletes going all the way. The last event of the competition was supposed to be tire flip into power stairs, but it's changed to front carry. So now it's front carry into power stairs. The power stairs is 10 steps, 5 steps with 250 kilos and 5 steps with 275 kilos. So yeah, we'll just jump straight into my prediction. It's very truly done. So I will go into each and every event and break it down for you guys what I predict for this comp. So the first event, as mentioned, is the log lift for max. In this event, don't pay too much attention to the weights lifted in either this one or the other ones. The most important part here will be the placings for each athlete. So in first place in the max lift log, I have Lucas Hatton with 225 kilos. Again, the most important thing here will be the placing. So first place I have Lucas Hatton. In second place I have Trey Mitchell. Then I have Andre Foytu and Tom Stoltman sharing third place. Austin Andrade in fifth, Bobby Thompson in sixth. And yeah, as you can see on the bottom half, or all the way on the bottom, I have Eddie Williams. His worst event is usually the overhead pressing. Tristan Holt is also down there, and Wesley Dowinski. As you can see, Maxime Boudreau, I have him all down in 13th with 186 kilos approximately. I believe we've seen 20 kilos or 44 pounds more from Maxime in competition before, but he hasn't looked the best lately. And if you take a look at the North Americans comp, which was just a couple of weeks prior to this, he didn't look too good, neither in the press overhead or the competition in full. So I believe he pulled out of the competition before it finished, probably because he wanted to get ready for this one. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we will see Maxime do another comp PB on the log press. So this is my overall in the first event. Going into the second event, the keg for max. Very different event, different and hard event to call because of the fact that, yeah, I don't think we've seen any of those athletes ever doing this. Winning the event with 95 pounds approximately I see we have Tom Stoltman. I believe he said in an interview that he's done 90 pounds for multiple reps in training. So he should be capable of doing 95 here on the day. In second place, I have Shane Flowers sharing it with Westervinsky. Then down in fourth, we have, or I have, Maxime Boudreau. And then going down to fifth place, I have it shared between Bryce Johnson, Evan Singleton and Nick Guardione. Then I have shared between Thomas Evans, Tristan Hout. Going down on the bottom, I have Joshua Spurgeon, or Josh, Bobby Thompson and Andre Foytu. The opening weight is supposed to be 60 pounds, and I know that there's a couple of those competing here that may not be able to make the opening lift. But we'll see on the day. 27 kilos or 60 pounds over 4.57 meters is pretty rough. But I mean, yeah, those are the strongest guys in the world. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to see what max weight will be. If they'll go all the way up to 95 pounds as predicted here by me, or even 100 pounds or less. At least I think Tom Stoltman will take maximum points in this event, with Shane Flowers in second, sharing it with Westervinsky. Going into the third event of the competition will be... Okay, so now I'm not really sure if it was stones or frame carry into arm over arm as the third event, but we will go with stone for max. The total will be the same anyway. So in the Atlas stone for max weight, I have winning it this time. I have Tom Stoltman, but I have him shared with Shane Flowers and Trey Mitchell. I guess those guys will share it with 2 reps with the 250 stone. In second place, or it would be fourth place due to the sharing, I have Lucas Hatton and Austin Andrade. As you can see, on this setup, I have Tom Stoltman, Shane Flowers, Trey Mitchell, 252. But I mean, it will be the same weight. This is just for the point system. So you see Tom and Shane and Trey Mitchell 252. That's supposedly 2 reps on the 250 stone. Lucas Hatton and Austin Andrade is 1 rep on it. Then in 6th place, I have Thomas Evans. 7th place shared, I have Maxime, Bryce, Evan Singleton and Nick Guardione. And you'll see I have Bobby Thompson having no points in the stones, even though he says, yeah, he's not afraid of it this year. We'll see. And all the way on the bottom, I have not the best stone lifters with Josh Spurgeon, Andre Foytu, and yeah, I have Eddie Williams and Tristan Hout doing a couple of reps on it. And yeah, anyway, again, don't pay too much attention to the weights lifted, but the placings is my final answer. Going into the 4th event of the day, or 3rd, at least the last event of the day 1. Arm frame into arm over arm hoist. I have winning this event, Evan Singleton. He's getting pretty used to events like this at Strongest Man on Earth and always takes maximum points in this event. It's also one of his best events with grip, with carrying, with arm over arm. So we have Evan on top. I have Maxime in 2nd place, Bryce Johnson in 3rd, Westervinsky in 4th, Tom Stoltman in 5th, and Eddie Williams in 6th. Not taking many points in this one, I have Trey Mitchell. I think he will struggle with the frame. Joshua Spurgeon I have down there, Andre Foytu, and yeah, Lucas Hatton on mid-table. He has a decent grip, but haven't been too good at arm over arm. I have Nick Guardione also taking good points here in 7th place. I have mid-table Lucas Hatton. Good grip, good at frame as we saw at the Arnolds, but not too good at the arm over arm. Also, he won't have 2 long strides on the arm over arm because of his height. So I think this will be one of Lucas's worst event. If we go into the overall after day 1, Overall, after day one, you can see I have Tom Stoltman leading the competition with 11.5 points over second place. So Tom Stoltman with 56.5 in second place, Evan Singleton, third Bryce Johnson, and fourth Lucas Hatton. Very close between those guys, just 3 points separating second and fourth. In fifth place, I have Shane Flowers. Maxime actually also up in fifth place, even though I don't think he will have his best showing at this year's SMO. Trey Mitchell and Austin Andrade down in seventh and eighth. Looking down at the bottom, I have Josh Spurgeon after day one. This is mostly due to the fact that I don't know too much about Spurgeon. I mean, he won the Opens last year, so yeah, he's pretty good, but it's difficult when you don't have too much data on him, and I don't think that, yeah, he will be one of the best guys at this show, so it won't, yeah, matter too much. Anyway, a lot of placings will change on day two, so just wait and see. Starting off day two with a bang, trap bar deadlift for maximum weight. As I mentioned, 12-inch is the starting height, and yeah, 3 inches higher than a normal deadlift. Not allowed with suits, a little different from normal deadlifting, but I still believe that most of the guys who's good at deadlifts are good here. And even a couple of guys who's not that good at deadlift but have strong quads will also maybe do it well here. Anyway, on top of the table, winning the event, I had Trey Mitchell, about 520 kilos. I know some people have been talking up to 600 kilos, even some athletes. I don't think so. I do believe though they could go higher than 520. But anyway, this is my prediction for the placings, not necessarily the weights. Winning the event, I have Trey Mitchell. In second place, shared, I have Evan Singleton and Austin Andrade. I wouldn't normally have Evan this high on deadlift. This isn't deadlift though, but I wouldn't really have him that high on the side handle deadlift as a trapper is either. But from looking from his training, he's looking very strong. So I believe Evan can take second place in this one. In fourth place, I have Tristan Holt. He's been looking strong in this one as well. In shared fifth place, I have Lucas Hatton and Bobby Thompson just breaking the 1,000-pound barrier with 460 kilos. Then down in seventh, I have Bryce Johnson, Eddie Williams, Shane Flowers, Joshua Spurgeon, and below them, I have Tom Stoltman. I don't know much about weight jumps, so don't pay too much attention to this. It's mostly the placings. As you can see, I didn't really have a 430 kilo jump here, but I still put Tom Stoltman at 430 instead of 440 because I don't think Tom has been looking that good at the side handle deadlift as some of the other guys, so I have him lower on the table. Some guys like as Maxime, who would normally place last in a deadlift, he is better on the side handle. I feel like he has a strong grip, and we've seen some pretty heavy farmer and frame lifts from him. So I think he will do a couple more points here than on a normal deadlift. All the way on the bottom, I have Wes Tervinsky and Thomas Evans just above this. Could be very wrong here, but in the end, with 8 events, 16 athletes, I think it will be pretty good. So going into event 6, yoke medley. This is a tough one. Looking forward to see this one, opening with 550 kilos or 1,100 pounds, and then going to the next, which will be 650 pounds. 650 kilos, 1,450 pounds approximately. Winning the event, I have the T-Rex. He's been looking very good. I believe the only thing that could stop Evan in many of the events at this show would be injuries. Winning the yoke, I have Evan Singleton. In second place, I have Lucas Hatton. In third place, I have Tristan Hoth. In fourth place, I have Trey Mitchell, just because, yeah, I think Trey will do great here, but not too fast. In 5th place, Bryce Johnson. 6th, Tom Stoltman. 7th, Austin Andrade. 8th, Thomas Evans. All the way down on the bottom, I have Maxime. He's not a good yoker. He's supposedly getting better, but I don't think he will take many points there. Of course, he could do better than 16th, but that's where I got him for this event. So going into second to last event will be the standing chest press with the barrels. Interesting event, and some of the guys have been doing it before, so we have pretty good data here on those guys. So it depends how much did they improve since the last time and how will the new guys perform on it. Winning the event, I have Thomas Evans. Last time he did this one 2 years ago, he placed second behind Brian Shaw with 8 reps, doing all the kicks, but he couldn't rep away on the last one. This year, I think he will do 2 reps on the last keg, winning the event. In second place, I have Evan Singleton. He did 7 reps, 7 reps 2 years ago. I think he will advance and do 8 this year. Lucas Hatton hasn't done this event before, but I think he will do pretty well. I have him sharing second place with Evan Singleton. I don't know if this event will be timed, then most likely they won't share it. But yeah, second place with 8 reps. With 7 reps, I have shared between a lot of guys: Trey Mitchell, Bryce Johnson, Tom Stoltman, Austin Andrade and Bobby Thompson. In 9th, I have Andre Foytu and Josh Spurgeon. If we go down to the bottom, I have Shane Flowers, mostly because he injured his pec just 3-4 weeks ahead of this competition. And yeah, I feel like he will just try to gain 1 point, which I think he will, because the opening weight is about 160 kilos. And I feel like, yeah, when he was able to overhead press like almost 180 kilos just some days past his injury, I feel like 3-4 weeks later he will be able to press this weight to get at least 1 point. I also think Maxime won't take too many points on the standing chest press. And Eddie Williams, I don't know how his bench press is, but his overhead press isn't the best, so I don't think he will score that many points here either. Going into the last event of the competition, frame carry into power stairs medley. I don't know the weight or the distance of the front carry, but yeah, knowing Smo, it will be heavy, and then it will be into the power stairs. 250 kilos, 5 steps, and 275 kilos, 5 steps. Winning the last event, I have Evan Singleton. I believe he was 1st or 2nd last year at this event. He was 2nd place next to Hafthor. I think he'll win it this year. In 2nd place, I have Tom Stoltman. Tom Stoltman could as well win this event, because I might think he will be better on the front carry than Evan. It depends a little bit about how the front carry is. Anyway, I think that both those two guys will take good points. In 3rd place, I have Bryce Johnson. In 4th place, I have Lucas Hatton. I think he will be fighting for a top finisher. In 5th, I have Nick Gardione. And then 6th, 7th, 8th, I have all the 3 Canadians. The best of them will be Dervinsky, then Maxime and Tristan Hoth. I have Shane Flowers also in 8, sharing points with Tristan Hoth, doing 8 stairs. Then I have Austin Andrade in 10th with Thomas Evans and Eddie Williams. All the way on the bottom, I have Andre Foytu, Bobby Thompson, Trey Mitchell, and Josh Spurgeon. Trey, strong as fuck and good at power stairs, but I think he will struggle with 8th event and doing the front carry first, so I don't think he will do too many points here, unfortunately. If we then take a look into the total, who's the winner of my competition? And to be fair, to be honest, it was actually a surprise to me seeing winner of the competition is Evan Singleton. I have Evan Singleton on top with 106 points. In 2nd place with 99.5, I have Tom Stoltman. In 3rd place, I have Lucas Hatton. 4th place, Bryce Johnson. 5th place, Austin Andrade. And in 6th, I have Trey Mitchell. As I mentioned, a little bit surprised that Evan Singleton ended up on top. But then again, if you think about the events, if you think about what we've seen from Evan lately, both at the Royal Albert Hall, Giants Live, and World's Strongest Man, not this year, but last year, he's looking very good. And I mean, he has been for quite some time, but the problem for Evan has been to be consistent and avoid injuries. And judging from the fact that he injured his bicep, the World's Strongest Man, and came back to Giants Live just a couple of months later, winning it and looking very, very strong. That makes me believe his biceps is fully healed and he's ready for this show. I still, unfortunately though, think that he could injure himself at this competition, but because he's crazy. But if he can keep his body together for all the 8 events, I actually believe that Evan Singleton will be crowned the strongest man on earth. Also, Tom Stoltman, difficult to call. He's been struggling with other shows than World's Strongest Man, but he's looking better than ever now with Shane at MST System. So yeah, I could back this one, having Tom Stoltman in 2nd. Unfortunately for Lucas, I don't have him winning this show. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see Lucas winning this one. But I feel like he will struggle on the arm over arm, not taking enough points here. And unfortunately also on the keg toss for max weight. It depends how much he can do. I put him on 70 pounds on that event, and yeah, I think that's pretty likely judging from his workout videos. So hopefully for him he will take more than 10th with the 70 pounds. But anyway, I have Lucas finishing in 3rd. Bryce Johnson, strong finishing. He's a big dude, and I think this competition will show his strengths in a good way. So we have him in 4th, Austin Andrade in 5th. In 6th place, Trey Mitchell. I feel like a lot of guys will not agree with me on this one, but unfortunately I think he will lose a lot of points in the frame because I think he will come last here. I don't think he will do too well on the front carry into power stairs and also the keg toss for max weight. And even though if he surprised me on the keg toss for max weight, we'll give him like 5 points, and he could do better on the front carry into power stairs. So let's give him 5 points there as well. Then he's up at from 79 to 89. So he's up at 4th place. I still don't have him then on the podium. So I'm pretty sure with no injuries, we'll see Evan Singleton, Tom Stoltman and Lucas Hatton on the podium. I could be wrong, but yeah, judging from what I've seen, going through all the 8 events, comparing all the athletes, I have Evan Singleton winning and becoming the strongest man on earth. And that would be, pretty deserving in my opinion. Evan has been pushing hard, got a lot of injuries in his time at the top level. So if you will not be there on the day, if you don't have your tickets, you can watch the pay-per-view, live stream pay-per-view at theshowclassic.com. There will be a different pay-per-view for the strongest arm on earth and the strongest man on earth. The live stream will also be posted after the live show to watch for replay. So for example, for me and other guys from Norway, the show will start at 11 p.m. and go until like 3 a.m. maybe. So for us, even though if we pay for the live stream, we will be able to see it next day in the morning. Talking about time zones, day 1, Saturday, 16th of August, it's supposed to start at 3 p.m. That's UTC -6, which means, as mentioned, for me in Norway, it's 11 p.m., Britain 10 p.m. and the same time on Sunday, the 17th of August, 3 p.m. local time, and that is also 11 p.m. in Norway. That's it, my prediction for world strongest or strongest man on earth in Colorado. For those guys who are interested in the arm wrestling, I just give my fast opinions on the strongman guys. That is Eddie Hall going up against Robert Oberst, Lon Chalet going up against Martins Lisses, and Brian Shaw against Brandon Allen. Starting off with Eddie Hall and Robert Oberst, I haven't seen anything from Oberst's arm wrestling training, so I have no idea what package he will bring to Colorado, but I don't see him beating Eddie Hall. I mean, Eddie looked very good against Brian Shaw. If we think about how much time he spent on it, so I don't see Oberst having any chance beating Eddie. I could be wrong. He has long levers, and he could have a secret talent there, but in my opinion, I would put all my money here on Eddie Hall. Going into Lon Chalet and Martins, I know Martins pretty good. Been staying at his house, or Oates' house, for a long time, so I know his strengths, his grip, and his winning mentality. But then again, he's very new to arm wrestling, and Lon Chalet has been practicing arm wrestling now for 3, 4, 5 years. I will be very surprised if Martins stand any chance against Chalet. I just don't hope that Martins will injure himself, because I know when the whistle goes, he will go all in and he will want to win it. So with that low exposure Martins has had, I really don't hope he injure himself and get away with a loss, most likely. I can't see him beating Lawrence. Even though Martins is still young and fresh and very strong, I don't see him winning it. The last one, Brian Shaw against Brandon Allen. I think this will be a good match. I think it would be a way better match at the time Brian went against Eddie. I think that could be very tough for Brian and a close match. At this time, I don't see Allen stand a chance to Brian. If Brian doesn't win this one, to be honest, I will lose my trust in Brian's future in arm wrestling. If we want to think about him going up against the best in 3, 4, 5, 6 years, then from the amount of training he's now had since Eddie's match, now going against Brandon Allen, I feel like Brian has to win this one to show his progression. And that's it. I'm looking forward to watch the strongest man on earth and the strongest arm on earth, and most likely you are too if you've watched all the way to here. Please let me know in the comment section, who do you think will win the strongest man on earth? Do you agree with me, Evan Singleton winning this show, Tom, Lucas Hatton, or someone else? Let me know in the comment section below. Peace.